Welcome to 21st Century Health. I'm Jackie Bales. They say a craftsman is only as good as his tools, but in this tough economy, many professionals have been forced to use outdated equipment. One such field that's seen this impact is dentistry. Our guests today are from NSK Dental. President Jeff Imada and Director of Sales and Marketing Rob Goschel are here to discuss the good news that it truly is possible to replace old equipment, to differentiate, and to remain competitive despite a challenging economy. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeff, what are the biggest challenges dentists face in a down economy?
Especially in economy down conditions, people just try to save their money as much as possible for their life. So the dentistry will not be the exception, I believe. And some of the doctors and dentists just losing some of the customer coming back to their clinic, and they are stopping like maintenance and checking up for the oral health. So this is going to be the really biggest challenge and a serious challenge for them to maintain the number of the patient in their clinic, I believe.
Rob, tell us a little more about NSK and what you're doing for the dental industry.
NSK is the largest global manufacturer of dental rotary instruments, or handpieces. However, in the U.S. market, we are not number one. We're working very hard to that goal, and part of the company's investment in that and in this market was a new subsidiary created in 2011. That subsidiary, NSK Dental LLC, has now been in the market for 2 years, operating under a pretty traditional dental distribution model, and we're having great success in growing market share and increasing sales.
Well, in this 21st Century Health Field Report, we'll see how NSK is creating cutting-edge, high-speed rotary technologies.
Faced with a slow growth environment, many dental practices are choosing to keep their existing equipment longer. This requires dental equipment manufacturers to innovate faster, so dentists recognize the value of replacing this old equipment. At the forefront of this industry, NSK Dental can quickly design and develop quality new products to meet the changing consumer needs and adjust to market trends.
NSK is committed to offering top quality and innovative product, contributing to dentistry. We have been developing and manufacturing dental high-speed, low-speed handpieces, implantology micromotor, and endodontic micromotor, which are essential in most dental treatments. We work hard to achieve our corporate missions of contributing to the health, well-being, and progress of people through the world with our affordable, high-quality, advanced performance products. Based on our three core technology, high-speed rotary, micromotors, and ultrasonic technology, we continue to deliver innovative products that satisfy our customer needs in dentistry. For more than 80 years, our business objective have been to provide durable, elegant, and competitive price products. With this basic philosophy, we can meet the constantly changing needs of the dental market. We have made substantial investment in a production facility with more than 150 computer automated machines and extensive testing facility, while keeping more than 90% production in-house. We have established the most efficient, the most advanced dental instrument factory in the world. We will attain #1 global market share and be distinctly ahead of our competitors as a leading dental rotary instrument company. To achieve this goal, we will continue to enhance our production facility and constantly launch innovative products. We are invested in the future of dentistry. We will provide cutting-edge products and first-class services for our customers worldwide.
That is quite a facility in Japan, Jeff. Where does NSK do business?
Actually, we have been selling our product more than 130 countries in the world. So actually, we have a really good access to our customers. However, as you understand, the dentistry will be important and necessary wherever people live. So at that point, we are trying to access everybody in the world. So we are trying to step up our distribution year by year.
Jeff, I know NSK has been around a long time. How does NSK's history influence its business strategy?
Actually, we have been in the business more than 80 years, and we are accumulating our core technologies for the instrument, and we really have a confidence about our production procedures and R&D, research and development procedures very well. Recently, 10 years ago, we just started focusing on marketing globally, so that way production and R&D and marketing and sales, we're just making a total solution to our customers. So this is how we are stepping up in our history.
So Jeff, how will NSK influence the practice of dentistry in the future?
Actually, we continuously offer to our durable and innovative with affordable price to the customers. And hearing like a lot of feedback and finding that some of the needs from customers, we are trying to challenge for the new innovative product to the customers.
So Jeff, obviously if you've been in business for over 80 years in Japan, you're definitely doing something right. How has NSK influenced the practice of dentistry so far, and how will NSK influence it in the future?
Actually, we are working really hard to hear some of the feedback from the customers and try to find some of the customer needs for development of our product. And doing this way, we always try to challenge to find even small demand in a dentistry has. We are just trying to create the new product
So
to
that's
offer.
your
Yeah.
history has been creating
Yeah.
and filling the need. So now you're moving into some new territory with some totally new products, correct?
Not really new product, but we are just trying, there are a lot of variety of the demand in the market. So how we can pick up several things, try to help for instance, like a female dentist. It's getting popular in the United States recently, so that they don't like a really huge, the handpiece, but they really like light and very easy to use. So this kind of things we are trying to develop our product.
That is amazing.
A key market trend is that there are now more women graduating from U.S. dental schools than men. NSK continues to develop equipment with smaller dimensions to cater to this demographic, which tends to have smaller hands than their male counterparts. NSK manufactures nearly all of their product components in-house, which provides reliable development and precise quality control. NSK is an innovative manufacturer of the most used instruments by dentists in their daily practice and is committed to providing quality product solutions to meet their customers' needs.
Another trend I would just mention would be the fact that there's a trend toward minimally invasive dentistry, and smaller handpieces like the ones Jeff's talking about really do a good job of allowing a dentist to see what they're doing much better, get better access, and at the same time also cut a more conservative, smaller preparation.
And I would think that would be especially helpful, for instance, when working on a child in pediatric dentistry.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, Rob, I hear NSK is spearheading some significant change in the dental industry. Tell us about that.
Well, in the last year, Jackie, we had huge growth in electric handpieces and electric micromotors. The U.S. has traditionally been an air-driven market. Very, very simple. A lot of dentists in school were trained on air-driven handpieces, are very used to them. They provide a level of feedback that when a dentist is moving from enamel to dentin, for example, they can kind of feel the feedback. However, they hear good things about electric, the constant cutting power, the ability to do things easier, faster, more efficiently, and to keep the noise down much, much lower, and to provide a more pleasant environment for patient. Patient comfort is really key as dentists try to differentiate themselves within their own market. So what we have been able to do is really put together a compelling package with our electrics, have a very nice differentiated product line that we put into dentists' hands, let them use it for a day to a week, and allow them to try the product in the office. It's amazing the number of times in the comments that we get from dentists how happy that they are that they tried that, because they've heard a lot of rumors about electric. It's too heavy, it's too bulky, it's too expensive. And NSK is proving from the products that we have to offer that that just isn't true.
And I would think that just the fact that that whirring, scary noise, one of the things that people hate the most about going to the dentist, with the electric, that's not there at all, correct?
It is, and it starts, Jackie, from the moment they come into the waiting room. They sign in, they sit down in the waiting room, and there are some offices that are fairly small that you can hear that drilling noise as soon as you come into the office. And with electrics, they don't hear it at all. And even when you're a patient, when you get back to the chair and you're having your procedure done, the amount of noise is drastically reduced when they're using electric. And that's one of the biggest aspects that they like about it. And dentists say a happy patient is a happy dentist, and it definitely is true.
Definitely. I know when I personally sit down in the chair and hear that sound, that raises my tension level right there. So
Right.
really interesting innovation.
The reason I use electric handpieces today in my practice is in order to make sure I offer my patients the best service and dental therapy possible. Electric handpieces allow me the ability to be definitive, predictable, and minimally invasive when I offer my dental procedures and service to my patients. When I look to purchase a handpiece for my practice, I want to make sure I'm buying the best product. What I look for is a company that has outstanding service, and more importantly, a company that has an outstanding reputation. The handpiece has to allow me to be definitive and predictable when I perform my procedures, and more importantly, I need to work with a company that's going to have outstanding service and representation in case of an emergency.
What are the types of instruments that you make in your amazing Japanese factory? These instruments are coated with titanium. Tell me about that and why that's important.
This is actually the product, that we are coating like a titanium. This is very important to create a lighter product and also the durable. And plus, it's easy to clean up on the surface of the handpiece. So this is the best way to maintain the best condition of the handpiece as well.
And the weight is significant. As a dentist is holding this all day,
Yeah.
it's about 30% lighter, and that really makes a difference by the time you get to 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
So overall, Jeff, how is NSK differentiating itself from its competitors?
Actually, we have a 80 years history for our, the business. And actually, we are making, 100% components for the handpiece in our house. So because of that, we have a lot of way to create a new innovative product by ourselves without asking anybody else to make a component. So, also we can be really flexible how to make our product in-house. This is one of the biggest advantage we have in history. In addition to that, R&D and the production procedures, we are just focusing on marketing and sales for more than 10 years now. So with a combination of the R&D and the production and sales and marketing functions, we are trying to be like a total solution company in the world, try to make a best service to the customers.
How important is it that you're doing all this work in-house?
Yeah.
How important is that?
We can make sure the quality assurance of each component, and to be like one piece of the handpiece, we are really watch carefully how we are making. And also, we can be really flexible. If we need some of the, the new product, something unique, we can really quickly make because everything in-house.
Right.
This is our beauty,
Yeah.
our business.
No shipping out any part of it to anywhere else.
Yeah, just do our house. Just make it and ship it.
Right.
And the
this is the
messaging
way.
from a sales perspective is excellent too.
Yeah.
Because our sales team can go out there and talk to a customer and say, this product is made 100% by NSK, so we can assure you of the quality of the product.
Yeah.
What advantages does NSK have in its industry? Obviously, that's a big one right there, that you make everything in-house. What other advantages does NSK have?
Actually, for the instrument, the categories, I believe we have a widest range of the product to cover the all demand in the world. Sometimes, some countries have a different way of the procedures in clinic, and that's why we have to have a variety of the product lineup to the customer. Someone will be good, someone is not good for the certain country or the certain customers. So one of the example I'm taking this piece, this is called the Pico, S-Max Pico. This is the world's smallest head handpiece in the world. And we launched this product 2 years ago. And actually, it was very accepted by a lot of customers. Also, we are also try to innovate some of the product for like a control angle. This is the kind of electric. And this, the head size, we are just trying to make a smaller head size for their convenience. Because of this small head, we can access the depth of the mouse easily, and the viewing angle is getting wider and wider. So this is going to be the great help for the dentist. This is how we are working on that.
And I would imagine it would be of great help to the patient as well. They're getting a better result.
Oh yeah, this is the ultimate goal for us. So.
Definitely. So Rob, in what ways does NSK use customer feedback? What are you hearing from the dentists out there?
Well, we take customer feedback very, very seriously, and customer feedback is used to both develop new products and also improve the existing ones. The great thing about NSK is we're very regionally focused at getting this information. So in the US and Canada, we're constantly surveying, talking to dentists, getting the information from them about what they think of our current products and also new concepts that we're bringing to market. The great thing about this is really key to our success in developing products for specific markets. Sometimes in some markets the product won't work, but that doesn't necessarily mean that NSK won't launch that product in a certain market. A great example of this is this handpiece here. This is a hygiene handpiece called iProfi Air. iProfi Air is made specifically for the US market because it's actually made to hold what's called a disposable Profi angle, this end right here. And only the US market uses disposable Profi angle. It's not used anywhere else. So NSK will make an investment in markets where they feel there is a niche and there is an opportunity for us to grow business, which is a great message to give to the customer.
Definitely. Tell us more about your strategy to grow NSK's business in the United States and Canada.
We're growing the branded handpiece business in both countries, and what our strategy is going to be is to really create a lot of awareness. We're trying to create awareness. There's a lot of doctors aren't really sure who NSK is or what NSK is at this point in time, and so we're utilizing some of the traditional tools that you would typically use in terms of print advertising and e-marketing, but we're also using a sales force to get to that end user customer. We have a US sales force and a Canadian sales force, and our goal is to get down to those end users, to have those individual personal conversations, to convince them why NSK is a great product. And so it's really an entire effort. It's an effort from high above with lots of information about who NSK is, and information down to the field level. Because for us, what we really need to get to is a customer trial. We feel confident that if a customer tries our product, they're going to like it and they're going to purchase.
I first tried NSK about 1.5 years ago. I tried it because I wanted to try and incorporate a new material and product into my office that would allow me to be much more predictable and efficient when I'm performing my dental surgical procedures. In working with NSK, I found that my patients are just happier. The electric handpieces allow me to be much more efficient when performing my dental procedures. More importantly, there's less noise and less turbulence in the patient's mouth, allowing the patients to be much more comfortable and to have a more pleasant experience in the dental office. The use of an electric handpiece has allowed me to market myself as a premier provider to my patients. I have a practice philosophy of offering the best service and product. And in order to fulfill that practice philosophy, I have to have the best equipment around me. The electric handpiece allows me to comfortably say, I'm able to offer the best for my patients.
How does NSK's strategy in the US differ from its strategy in other markets?
Well, we're a little bit on the earlier stages right now in the US. So where Europe is about 10 years or so ahead of us, we are still developing a lot of awareness. Keep in mind, a lot of times a dentist will see an NSK handpiece, whether they'll be introduced by one of our marketing pieces or through one of our sales reps. This might be the first time that they have come into contact with NSK. So it's really important that we make a very good first impression and that they know how to use the product properly and they know all of the features and benefits of the product.
And what kind of feedback are your customers giving NSK?
Overall, the feedback has been good. Not to say that we never get negative comments. We get both positive and negative comments. But the comments are specific to the use clinically of the product. So the product itself, as it's being used, the dentist will give us that feedback and tell us what they think. They'll say, I liked your product because it worked really well, or sometimes they'll say, you know, this product didn't really perform how I expected. We know we're not going to win 100% of those, but overall, the customer feedback has been very, very positive. You know, dentists want a product because they're using a handpiece, much like a carpenter would use a hammer. each day, every day, all day, from the first patient that comes in the morning till the patient at night just before they leave. They need something that's ergonomic, easy to hold, works very, very efficiently, and also is very powerful to cut properly. And so all of that being said, they want to make sure that that works well for them. So far, the initial feedback that we've been getting since we've opened our subsidiary here has been very, very positive. And dentists tell us that we are a very good value for the money paid.
And Rob, how does NSK market its products here in the U.S. and globally?
Well, the products that are launched, they go through obviously a very strict and rigorous development process, and then we do some clinical testing to get some feedback. That testing that we do, we really want to get what is the high points of that product, how will that product best sell in the U.S. And we utilize some tools that are provided from us by our corporate marketing department in Japan, and then actually tweak those to the individual market. And for us, it's actually two markets because the U.S. and Canada are slightly different in terms of the way the dentists are motivated and how they approach dentistry. So this is for us a very important way to differentiate the products as they come out, and other markets are doing around the world look at the products a little bit differently, and they will actually approach the way they market the product possibly slightly differently. So we use some tools both from a global perspective, depending on the launch and how the product is used, and other tools we develop locally.
Additionally, I'm talking about the organization what we have as a company. For the mature the countries, including the United States, we have own sales and marketing network. Also like European countries, and for the emerging countries, we are just try to step up our support to the customers. So generally speaking, we have to be global, but we have to be local. This is a really big challenge for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, to take care of the all needs from the market. This is what we are doing right now.
And in doing that, you're bringing some totally new products to market. Tell us about some of these new products, Rob, and how they're impacting the market.
One of the most interesting that we launched earlier this year is a product called Timax Z45L. This is the world's first 45-degree angle electric handpiece, or contra angle as we sometimes refer to it. And if you take a handpiece that has a standard angle, such as the Z95 here, one of the really interesting things about this is you can see that a dentist can see underneath it much better for far better visibility and access. And so this is a really key point, and it's hit a high note with a lot of dentists in the market and has been very, very successful for us so far. In addition, we're launching a new turbine series called Z. One of the things about NSK, our end of the alphabet is our highest end series. A little bit of reverse psychology there, but essentially these products will have a special coating to allow a dentist to grasp onto them easier and not drop them if they get wet, which is pretty common in a dental operatory environment. And the most power on the market today. So a dentist going to use one of these handpieces can be highly confident that as soon as they go into the mouth that it's going to cut through whatever they need it to cut through.
We manufacture every handpiece component in-house rather than just assemble parts made by someone else. For you, that means the assurance of precision engineering and extraordinary quality. NSK Timax Z electric models deliver the power, speed, torque, and the reliability you need. And they're built for comfort and durability. From the outside in, the lightweight, ergonomic, solid titanium body is durable on its own. But for even greater resilience against stains and repeated sterilizations, we've added a Duracoat finish. On the inside, NSK gears are designed using 3D simulation software and coated with DLC coating. This helps to minimize vibration and noise and maximize the life of the gears. Plus, there are features to make your job easier, like NSK's patented Clean Head technology for enhanced infection control, and the smallest head and slimmest neck. Compared to other leading electric attachments, NSK offers greater visibility and easier access to posterior cases. And now, you can have an even better view. Introducing Timax Z45L, the world's first 45-degree electric. The 45-degree angled head gives you unmatched visibility into the oral cavity and effortless access to hard-to-reach molars. And here's another industry first. The Timax Z45L features the world's first two-way spray function. You can choose jet spray or mist, allowing you to perform a wide range of procedures from one versatile handpiece. If you want the best handpiece with all the best features, if you want a handpiece you can trust, Then you want a Timax Z electric handpiece from NSK, the best handpiece.
And Jeff, where will future NSK growth come from?
Actually, our core business will stay like dental business, of course. And as we explained today, we are just expanding our distributions and taking care of the customers all over the world. And biggest challenge for us, how we'll increase our R&D powers and the production capacities, as well as branding as well. But the biggest part of growth is coming from our people's the guts or the mind, how we would keep challenging to the market and try to take care of the customer well.
Wow.
This is basically the important part of our growth, I believe.
And Jackie, in the U.S. market, just to add on that, we're becoming known as being the most innovative handpiece company. We're coming out with new products all the time, and so new products are going to be key to our growth potential in the future. And it also tells the customer, if you haven't thought about NSK in the past, well, this company is constantly innovating, constantly bringing new products to market, which is really the lifeblood of the dental industry.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on the show today and for sharing with us these interesting tools and solutions for dentistry that you're creating at NSK. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
For 21st Century Health, I'm Jackie Bales. Thanks for watching.